Trapped in an isolated puddle, fish in the Theewaterskloof Dam struggle in vain. Around them, the largest of 5 major dams supplying water to Cape Town has dwindled to around 30% of capacity, and it's unlikely the rain will come in time for them.
Normally at winter, the water is at this level above the tyres on the green wall after a good winter rainfall. You can see what's happened now. The dam has receded, and you will see the red and port and green markers. That was the skiing lane, which is now impossible due to the dam having dropped. If we have last year's winter rainfall, the dam will not go to full capacity. It obviously will improve, but not up to where it was a year ago.
Despite water restrictions and the arrival of winter rains, dams remain perilously empty. But the City of Cape Town says it's not time to panic. We've been here before, in 2004.
It's not unprecedented. We know when in operating dams that there are going to be good years and there's also going to be dry years. So we just happen to be in a dry cycle at the moment. Our storage level has been falling since January, as it does every year. You'll see it's quite consistent over there. We're currently sitting at around 30% of capacity, and in the next 2 months or so, at this point over here, as the winter rains come, the graph will start to then turn up as the dams fill. What's important to realize is that the dams don't necessarily all fill over one winter season or 1 year. The bigger dams like Theewaterskloof would take 2 to 3 years to fill under normal conditions. So what is very important for everyone to realize is that we can't do our planning in 1 year segments. It has to be looked at over 3 years because of that fact.
But while Cape Town can expect some respite during the winter season, the outlook for the rest of the country isn't good. The Department of Water and Sanitation expects dam levels to continue dropping in most provinces until summer rainfall starts. But even then, they expect continued strain on the resource. Some scientists believe these are warning signs that the country can no longer put all its faith in past weather patterns.
We've been through the last 9 months with some really scary stories, both in terms of water scarcity and in terms of water quality. We've also seen regions that have been pummeled by that El Nino effect, and there will be more coming up in the years to come. We won't see the regularity of rainfall in and rainfall out and be able to predict that. And we have to be much more prepared to adapt in the way our management structures and the way in which we are managing water ultimately at the user end.
In simple terms, we can't control the weather, but we could be better at managing water use. Creative solutions for storage and consumption could make all the difference. It may just require smarter thinking to minimize waste and maximize catchment.
And the kinds of options that are currently available are ones which can be done at a very local scale, such as water harvesting from the roofs of houses or buildings, businesses and industries. That grey water is a very valuable source of water. It contains nutrients. It is what we should be putting on our gardens, perhaps to grow grass, whatever it might be. And then stormwater is another really useful source which can be treated and can be used in a variety of ways in what we call fit for purpose. But we need to also think simply about other things. If we're right at a coastline like Cape Town, we've got salt water. Why aren't we using salt water in our sanitation system, for instance?
The government expects this drought period to last at least another year or 2. But with changing weather patterns and rapid urbanization, there's every indication that the future is dry.